What's going on, everybody? It's K2, and I'm here to teach y'all how to trade. Now, this is the second video of the series that I'm gonna be making, trying to help people learn how to trade and shit. So today, I'm gonna be teaching strategy, well, my strategy at least. Now, I don't have a name for it, and a lot of people may use this. A lot of people might not know anything about it, but I basically derived this strategy from the person who taught me. I used to trade like how he traded, and then eventually I branched off and started doing it my own way. And the way that I've been doing it works. It works for me. A strategy is not one size fits all, right? So my strategy may work for me. My strategy may make me $1 million, $10 million, and somebody else could use this same strategy and make no money, right? It's about how you apply it, and it's about if it works for you in general, right? So for me, this strategy works, and it's worked consistently. I can back test it, and it still works. Now, when it comes to a strategy, that's the main thing that you want to focus on is, does it work for you, and is it consistent, right? And also, does it have a good risk management? So we're going to touch on risk management, and we are also going to touch on price action. These two are the main two things that I'm going to focus on in this video: price action and risk management, right? So to start off, we're going to start off with price action, right? Now, if you guys remember from the last video, first of all, if you didn't watch the last video, go back and watch the last video. If you're new to trading and you didn't watch the last video, then 9 times out of 10, you will be confused because this is a series and this is video 2. Now, a lot of things I've already explained in the first video. I'll go over them in this video, but I'm not going to break them down like how I did in the previous video. Now, if you do have any questions, the comments are free. You could make a comment and I'll reply, or you could join the Discord and ask questions in the Discord, and either me or one of my mods who also trade will be able to answer your question. Now, I've already explained what price action is. Price action is the way the market moves. Price action is the way the market moves, right? Now, what does that mean and what does that look like? I'm going to show you. This right here is simply price action. What is price doing? How is it moving? It's as simple as that, right? So I trade based off of price action. That is my strategy, right? If the markets are going up, I buy up. If the markets are going down, I sell down, right? If the markets are bullish, then I should not be entering any sells. I should only be entering buys. And if the markets are bearish, then I should not be entering buys. I should be entering sells, right? So a quick example of my strategy. How I trade is like this. If I see the markets are going up and consistently making higher highs and higher lows, see right here, we have a high, we have our low. Boom. Okay, after this low, what happens? It makes a higher high, right? The way I trade is after price makes this higher high, after it's already bullish, it makes this higher high after this higher low. I will be waiting for a pullback. This right here is a pullback, or this is a pullback. Now, if I'm gonna buy up, I never want to buy at the peak of the highs, right? So like, for example, price right here, I'm not finna buy right there, right? I'm not finna buy right there. Why? Because after every higher high is a new low. So after price gets to this point right here, you see what it's been doing before, right? Price will make a high, then it'll make a low. Price will make a high, then it'll make a low. Make a high, make a low. After it makes this high, why would it, like it's a possibility of it continuing on up, but that's not consistent, right? What's been consistent with this trend? Prices making highs and then lows, highs and then lows. It made this high. So if I get in a trade right here, and I'm going to explain to you what this green and red box is in a second, but if I get in a trade right here, all price has to do is come down and make another low and then stop me out. And then I lose the trade, right? What I do is I wait for the pullback, right? After the price pulls back, it makes its new higher low right here. I wait until price reaches, I wait until after price makes its new low. I wait until after it starts coming back up a little bit and gives me signals on the lower time frames that it's still going to push up past this high. Once it gives me signals, which is usually around this zone right here, that's when I take my trades. Boom. I enter the trade right there. I set my stop loss to that low and I set my take profit to that high. Because if you think about it, if price gets right here and it breaks this low, so for example, if price did this instead, if price came up right here and then came down right there, that basically means price made its newer high right here. So it made a new high right here, which is a lower high, and then it broke this low right here. You know what I'm saying? The uptrend is no longer valid because now it's made a lower high and it's continuing on down, right? So that's where I would set my stop loss at. It would be right here. I would set my entry here. This is what my trade would look like, right? Now, you might be like, okay, so what does that green and red box mean? The green and red box is a take profit and a stop loss. So when you're trading, you always want to set a take profit and stop loss, especially if you're a beginner trader, right? Let me explain the little middle part too. The middle between those two boxes is your entry, right? So when price gets to right here, this is when I buy. Boom, I bought, okay? If price makes it all the way up here and price passes this green box, then I won the trade and I made my money, right? If price goes down, at any point and breaks the bottom of the red, then boom, I lost my trade. It hit my stop loss, right? Now, when you're trading with a broker or with a funded account, which I don't recommend funded accounts, but to each his own. But when you're trading with a broker or funded, when you set a take profit and stop loss, those are your goals, basically. Think of it like that. When you set your take profit, you're saying, okay, I think that price is going to go here. And if price goes there, then you make money. If you, that's the whole point of your take profit, right? And it can be however much you want it to be, but, well, not really. You set how many lots or shares or contracts you're buying. With Forex, it's lots. With futures, it's contracts. And with stocks, it's shares, right? So if I set that I'm going to buy one lot one share or one contract of gold. Just use gold as an example. I know there's, you know what I'm saying? This is just for example purposes. Say I want to buy one lot of gold. When I press buy, when price gets up to here, I'll make however much one lot of gold is worth for that much. So from 46.91, I'm looking over here by the way. So from 46.91 to 46.93. So $2 of gold, how many lots? Well, how much money is that worth if you get one lot of that shit? Or one lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how much money you'll make. And your stop loss is basically how much you'll lose if price goes down here, right? That's how that works. I feel like I explained it bad, but I'm gonna explain it one more time, but really basically. So if price goes up here to this green, then I win the trade. If price goes down here to the red, then I lose the trade. The middle is where I entered at, right? You set it in your broker account, right? So I'll show y'all real quick. And by the way, I am currently doing my $100 challenge. I started April with $100 in my account, and I don't really have a set goal yet. I think I might make the goal, I don't know. I might make the goal $10,000. That'll be my goal. I'll put that in the Discord. My goal is $10,000 by the end of the month. So far, I'm on day 3. I've turned the $100 into $254 in 3 days. Really, the second day, yesterday, it was at, no, when this was? Thursday? On Thursday, I got my account to 315, but my dumb ass, I took 2 trades on Friday, which was Good Friday. So it's super low liquidity on bank holidays, and the markets are very volatile, and I took 2 terrible ass trades. I don't know why I did it. I was just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this $100 challenge anyways, to work on myself when it comes to trading. Now I'm gonna show you really quick what it looks like to set a stop loss and to take profit, right? I think I could just show you on TradingView. I'm gonna paper trade this just to show you. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you on Bitcoin because the crypto markets are open 24/7, but the Forex markets are closed on the weekends. So I'm just gonna show you guys on here. Okay. All right. So this is just a paper trade. Don't let people fool you with paper trading stats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to fool people and make them think that their paper trading accounts are real accounts when they're not. It's good. All right. So if I want to set a stop loss and take profit, first thing I want to do is mark it down. I'm just, keep in mind, I'm not actually placing the trade. I'm not analyzing anything. I'm just gonna just do this just to do it. Say I want to set my stop loss here. Say I want to set my take profit down here, right? Okay, so I set my position marker. It's a 2 to 5 risk reward, which is not bad at all. I would click trade on whatever platform I'm on. I'll do a market order because I don't do limit orders. A limit order is when you press buy, whenever price gets to that price, then it'll automatically buy it. Market order is whenever you press buy, it'll buy or sell it. So over here, I have an option to either buy or sell. I'm gonna sell because it looks like price is going down, and my take profit is down here, and my stop loss is up here. So this is a short, aka I'm selling. A long will look like this, where the green is on top and the red is on bottom. So say I want to sell right here. I'll set my position marker as close to the thing right there as I can. I'll go on market. Yes, I want to take profit. Yes, I want to stop loss. I'll set my take profit to wherever this is. So I see the green is right here. So I'll go look on the side where the green is. It's 67.016. So that's where I'm setting my take profit, 67.016. And I'm going to set my stop loss right here, 67.342. 67.342. Okay, and down here, well, in some broke, oh yeah, here it is. So Some brokerages will and some won't, but a lot of times they'll tell you how much you can possibly make off of this trade if you win and how much you'll lose if you lose. So if I take this trade and I lose, I'll lose $70. If I take this trade and I win $161. Now we're just gonna a margin. Oh, here's something very good. A margin is total amount your funds. The total amount of your funds and borrowed funds. Leverage is the proportion of your funds and borrowed funds. So that's the proportion. Now I'm gonna place this trade. My margin that I'm risking is $956. You change that by changing the units. The units for, I don't know what it's called for crypto, but for Forex it's lots. For stocks it's shares, and for futures it's contracts. So I'm gonna put 0.75. You see how that's above my margin? I can't do that one. So let's do 0.74. That's within my margin. I could do that one. Let's see, 0.45. That's above my margin again. 4.4, 4.3. So now I'm risking out I'm maxing out my whole margin. This is also called full porting or full margining. This is full porting or full margining. Now, I do not recommend full porting or full margining. It's not practical. It's not consistent. But let's go ahead and place this trade. All we got to do now is press sell. Boom, order sent. Now we can look and see, okay, my TP or my take profit is down here, 170.89. So if I win this trade, I win $170. My SL or my stop loss is 71.33. So if I lose this trade, I'll lose $71.33, right? Now, as price moves, sit right there. Now, as price moves, it'll fluctuate within your take profit or your stop loss. And all you got to do to check it is just look at where it's at, right? So right now we're down $11. Now I'm going to continue teaching, but when I come back, we'll see what it's at by the time we get back. Okay, so now you know how to place a trade, and now you know basically what my strategy is on paper, but I'm going to show you for real in the real markets. I'm going to show you real examples of real trades that I've taken. Why don't we just start with the first day of my $100 challenge? We're going to follow along with my $100 challenge. How about that? So on the 5-minute, price is bullish. On the 15-minute, price is also bullish. Price is pushing up, right? And I can see that. So during this time, I'm going to go in bar replay so I can show you. So during this time, this is what it looked like at this time. This is what it looked like on April 1st at 6:15 in the morning, right before I took my trade. This is what price looked like, right? So I noticed price was making higher highs and higher lows on the 15-minute. You see them. You got the low, high. You got a higher low, a higher high. You got a, what is this? This is a higher low, and these are higher highs. Now, I broke it down. I know I just said I don't buy at the top right here, but that's why I dropped down to the 5-minute to analyze better, because the 15-minute is what I use to analyze the charts, right? When I drop down to the 5-minute, that's when I place my trades, right? Now, this was my first trade of the challenge, right? It could have been better, definitely. But this is when I took it. Was it on the 5-minute? It might have been on the 1-minute. Let me look. Okay. So I'll see what happened. So we're going to play along. Going to play it. Because I took my trade right here. So when price gets right here, this is when I took my trade. I'm going to go forward. Okay, price moved up again. Moved up again. And then boom, it moved down. Just like I said. Now, on the 1-minute, price is, you know what I'm saying? It's moving. It's moving. It did a pullback. Then it pushed up. And now I was waiting for it to push back down. Once it pushed back down, we're going to go forward again. Okay. Pushing down a little more. Boom. when it pushed down right here, that was the point that I was looking for my entry. I'm like, okay, when price gets here, I'm gonna enter. Now you might be like, okay, what are you basing your take profit and your stop loss off of? I'm basing my take profit off of this all-time high right here. No, I'm not. What did I? Oh, okay. I know exactly what happened. So I based my take profit off of this all-time high right here. Boom. I based it right there. So originally, this was my original take profit, was at this all-time high. I was looking for buys up to here because I knew price was going bullish. So I was like, okay, price is going bullish, then it's going to break this high right here. So around this time, I was looking. I'm like, okay, boom, price pulled back a little bit. This next candle is when I bought. Boom. So I bought right here. Price was fluctuating, and price doesn't make a candle this quick as well, right? So price was moving. This is the 1 minute. So within that 1 minute, price was like right here. Price was like somewhere right here. And I think I seen it go bullish a little bit. Like it started to turn orange. And I bought, right? So around this range, I bought like right here before the candle pushed up so hard. So I bought right there. And now we're in the trade. Keep in mind, I set my stop loss to that previous low, right? Because if price was to break that low, then my trade would be invalid, right? So price is there now. Now, once I'm in the trade, all you do is wait. You do not get out of your trades early unless you peep a reversal signal. And if even then, you can still set stop losses into profit. For example, right here, I could move my stop loss into profit if I wanted to. I could move it right here once price gets into profit, but we're not going to do that yet. I'm just going to leave it like how it is. Now, let's see what price does. Okay. All right. Pushing up. Just let it play out. And boom, I smacked. Got in at a good level. Price went on up and bought. Right to my TP. Now, when is my next trade? But yeah, so all you're doing is buying with the trend. When price is buying, you're buying. When price is selling, you're selling. You never want to buy or sell against the trend. That will always get you jacked up. It'll mess you up, I promise. Why buy against the trend when you could just buy with the trend? You know what I'm saying? Now, here's my next trade. So price is still bullish. Price bought up. And if I were to click on the 15-minute, I would see that this right here, this one move right here is a pullback. Even though it is selling right here, overall, price is buying. So selling right here would not be a good idea because price could buy back up at any moment. Now, let's talk about this trade right here. Now, this would have been the perfect trade if not for one thing. Now, I originally had my stop loss down here, right? I originally had it down here, right? If I would have kept my stop loss down here and didn't touch my stop loss, I would have won this trade. But instead, once price got into profit a little bit, I think when it came like there, nah, I think I waited a little bit. I don't usually. I think I waited for it to break that high. Yeah, once it broke that high, I was like, okay, price is buying. I'm going to go ahead and shrink my stop loss. There was no point in me doing that. No point. This is why I don't touch the charts. while I'm in a trade. Or if I do, it's because I have a signal that price is going to reverse. Because watch what price did. Right here. Move it up a little bit more. Wherever it was that it stopped me out, right here. Now, if I would have kept, I genuinely shrunk my stop loss so small for no reason. I would have won this trade, but price came down and wicked me out because in a pullback, a strong pullback, came down and wicked me out, and then look what it did right after. Boom, went straight to my TP. I could have won this trade. I could have won $200 something if I would have just. I think I actually had my original stop like right here. Yeah, I could have easily won this trade. Easily won this trade. So yeah, that bothers me. That bothered me, but we're not gonna dwell on that. We're just gonna learn from our mistakes. Continue on. Now, next trade is right here. Now, originally, I had my take profit set to. Dang, why it look like that? Originally, I had my take profit set to all the way down here, but I'm gonna show you why I moved it to up here. So I'm looking, I see price. Price made a really low. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for it to pull back, and I'm gonna get in on the retest. So price pulled back right here. This is its correction, and then right here, this whole time it's making higher highs and higher lows until it gets right here. Right here, price decides it wants to make a lower high. Made a low, then it made a lower high. So I'm like, okay, yeah. It made its lower high. It's reversing back down to the bottom. So I waited, and I got in right here off of this candle. Set my stop loss to that previous high, and just watch price go. Now, it was ranging for a little bit, which was bothering me, bro, but that's just how price moves. Boom. And I ended up getting out down here. Now, I moved it. I moved my TP because there was a news event about the war that I know would have made gold flip bullish. So I was just like, okay, let me shrink my stop loss to right here, to this low. Because I don't think price is going to this low anymore. I'm going to shrink it to this low right here. And I did. I actually shrunk it to the wicks. And that's what I did. And it worked out for me. I won this trade right here. This was at 9 o'clock too. Well, around that time. That's when most of the volume comes in to make the candles move really fast. It's when the New York session opens at 8:39. Yeah, let's check in on our trade with Bitcoin. Right now we're down $15. But yeah, so that's basically the strategy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments or join the Discord for free and ask in the Discord. I will be making a follow-up video, and I will be going live in less than an hour. In about 20 minutes, I'll be going live. So hopefully one of my mods can record that, and I'll be able to post that to my YouTube as well. But if you learn anything, drop a like, and I'll see you later. This is K2.